Hi everyone and welcome to our virtual Q&A orientation session. We hope that by doing this session we can give families greater familiarity with our kindergarten settings and programs. My name is Sue Currell and I'm the Education and Care Team Leader with Corangamite Shire. With me on the panel today I have 5 of our kindergarten teachers and a co-educator. We'll start by having everyone introduce themselves. Sally, would you like to go first?
Hi, I'm Sally Whittle. I'm one of the kindergarten teachers at theyre Children's Centre.
Thanks, Sally. Lorraine, would you like to introduce yourself next?
Hi, I'm Lorraine from Skipton Kindergarten.
Thanks, Lorraine. Sarah, could you do a little intro for us?
Hi everyone, welcome. My name's Sarah Howard. I'm the teacher at Western Plains Mobile Preschool and we're based at Lismore.
Thanks, Sarah. Teresa, you there with us?
Hi, I'm Teresa Frost and I'm the kindergarten teacher at Cobden Kindergarten.
Thanks, Teresa. And Barb?
Hello, I'm Barb Foster and I'm the kindergarten teacher at Timboon Kinder.
Thanks, Barb. And Michelle?
Hi, I'm Michelle DeBee. I'm from Cobden Kindergarten and theyre Children's Centre.
Thanks, everyone, and welcome. To begin, I'd like to acknowledge the first people of Australia as the traditional custodians of the land on which we are meeting, and we pay our respects to elders past and present, and may our children of today lead us to a better tomorrow. We'll now share some key questions that the teachers are asked by families and the answers to help support children before they begin at kindergarten. We recognise that it's not inclusive of all questions families may have, but a starting point for children's orientation. Lorraine, when should I enrol my child at in a kindergarten program?
In 2021, next year, Corangamite Shire will be moving to provide 2 years of subsidised kindergarten before children start school. If your child turns 3 before the 30th of April 2021, you'll be eligible to enrol in a kindergarten program. You now have the option to enrol children for 2 years before school for 15 hours of kindergarten per week. A lot of factors go into determining if your child is ready for kinder besides their age, such as their social maturity, their stamina, their emotional regulation and independence. You're welcome to speak with your local maternal child health nurse about this, or if you've been attending a childcare service, they'll help you in this area and be able to offer individual advice about your child's developmental stage and readiness. You can also contact us at the kindergarten and we're more than happy to talk to you about your child's school readiness, and there's a fact sheet available as well.
Thanks, Lorraine. Teresa, what if I'm still unsure if my child's ready for kinder?
Families can talk with us about the reason why they feel their children might not be ready for kindergarten, and the answers will differ for each individual child. We would encourage parents, if they are unsure, to start in the first year of these 2 years before school. This will give more time to learn and develop. We want children to be ready to thrive and have the best possible outcomes at kindergarten.
Thanks, Teresa. Barb, what about if my child's very shy and hasn't been away from me before or has trouble separating? What will happen at kinder in this situation?
Some children may experience separation anxiety in the first days, especially if they've not spent any time away from their parents or primary carer. Be patient, give your child reassurance. Toys, security toys are welcome. Most children settle quickly and have a happy session. When ready, we encourage you to always say goodbye and then leave promptly. Educators will support your child in saying goodbye to you and settling them at an activity. If you're still concerned about leaving your child, we welcome calls to the kinder during the session so we can reassure you that they're okay. We will also post photos or send a message on Kinderloop to show you how your child is going. If your child becomes anxious and has difficulty coping throughout the day, we may call you and ask you to come and collect them earlier.
Sarah, would you like to add to this?
Thanks, Sue. If separation anxiety persists, the teacher will speak with you to discuss your child's needs and readiness. We understand that this can be a heartbreaking situation for many families, and we can reassure you we will have lots of strategies ready to use to help you and your child, and we won't leave them upset for the day at kinder. We want to ensure they feel safe and are happy at our services. In each situation, we will work closely with you to develop what works best for your child, and this could include a more extensive orientation process and developing a positive goodbye routine.
Thanks, Sarah. Sally, if my child doesn't know anyone at kinder, what should I do?
A lot of parents worry about their child heading into the kinder room without knowing anyone. But the first few weeks is all about making friends through fun games, learning routines, and feeling comfortable within their learning spaces. They'll be able to learn and develop in a nurturing environment. We will encourage them to develop their social skills, independent skills, and establish a routine. All of the educators are trained and experienced in how best to support your child to develop their friendships and how to build on their social confidence, and will be in contact with you regularly to discuss how your child's going. We use an online communication platform called Kinderloop to send home learning stories and photos of what your child has been doing, and these are a great way to spark conversations about friends and their kindergarten experience in general. At our services, we always encourage family engagement and provide opportunities for families to get together through a variety of planned events throughout the year.
Thanks, Sally. Lorraine, what are your thoughts about how this extends into the kindergarten community?
The social group of the kindergarten extends children's experience of situations which require cooperation, negotiation, and an interaction with a range of children and adults. The needs arising from the group and the community living provide an important focus for learning and teaching in the kindergarten. This foundation learning offers children opportunities to extend and practice their social skills and to develop those skills necessary for community learning now and into the future. Learning who we are and how we fit into the community is important for children as they grow up. Children need that opportunity to get to know the place and the people where they live and learn. Within the kindergarten program, the children are provided with lots of opportunities to become familiar with the wider community and be visible in it. These include walks in the local area, visit to and from the local school, participating in community events and meeting community members or groups. Examples of these are the intergenerational programs, visiting performers, community support professionals like the fire officer, police, doctors. We also include global community perspectives in the curriculum where we respect and discuss cultural diversity.
Thanks, Lorraine. That's great examples of what to expect. Teresa, I've got a question for you about, can children attend kinder if they're still learning to use the toilet?
Yes, Sue, they absolutely can. We have nappy changing facilities at each service, and we can work with you and your child when you feel it is time to begin using the toilet. We can work together with children's progress at home and the kinder with toileting skills. Be reassured, we will support children with prompts and helps as required. We do ask that you pack spare pull-ups if needed, or spare knickers and jocks are provided in your kinder bags as well. We would also inquire if there are any developmental or medical reasons for this and refer if necessary. A continence clinic can offer great support in this area. We would encourage the development of children's familiarity and use of the toilet.
Thank you, Teresa. Barb, what other advice can you share about children using the toilet by themselves?
It's important that we have consistent approaches between the home and the kindergarten environment to allow children to gain confidence in their abilities and to develop their independence in their toilet skills. Toileting facilities and practice that ensures ease of access, good supervision, and support for children will enable children to develop toileting skills within a safe and secure environment.
Sarah, what can you share about self-help skills?
We will help your child to do these things and encourage them to try and have a go by themselves. There are challenges such as zipping backpacks, opening lunchboxes, putting on clothes and shoes, and we will support your children to complete these tasks as well, with positive encouragement to have a try and attempt them. Strengthening little fingers before coming to kinder is fantastic, and promoting independence and self-care is a major part of our curriculum, and teaching life skills and independence builds a child's self-esteem.
Thanks, Sarah. Sally, my child still has to sleep in the afternoon. Will this be a problem at kinder?
Our services that do offer the long days provide a mindfulness block where children can have a moment to stop and recharge. This would give your child the opportunity to have a rest on a day mat if they wanted, or sitting and participating in an activity such as yoga. Educators will discuss with you further on how they can best support your child during the session in regard to this, and a plan will be put in place in collaboration with you.
Thanks, Sally. Lorraine, what does my child need to bring?
A backpack or a bag that's big enough to fit in your lunchbox, drink bottle, spare change of clothes, and take home any artwork or creations that your child makes. It's often funny at the start of the year, they've got their big backpack on like a turtle. Their shoes need to be appropriate for climbing, running, and sand play. They need to have close toes, and Velcro is a great option as it gives the child some independence and confidence to be able to do them up themselves. Purchasing lunch boxes and drink bottles that children can open and close themselves are really helpful. Practice opening and closing and using your lunchbox at home, especially if your child's not attended any early childhood programs before.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Teresa, while we're talking about lunch boxes, how much food will my child need to bring?
Lunch boxes need to be packed with a variety of nutritious and healthy foods. Most children seem to need about 5 options. Some children may eat more at kinder than they would at home. Some examples would be a sandwich, some fruit or raw veggies, a couple of serves of those, crackers and cheese. There's lots of healthy choices that you can make. So we'll provide some ideas on the Family and Children's Services Facebook page, and we can also give you some more ideas when your child starts kinder. Purchasing lunchboxes and drink bottles that children can open and close themselves, and a freezer block is good to keep the food fresh. We are all approved Smiles for Miles services, and the oral health and nutrition policy is available with all our other policies on the Family and Children's Services page on the Corangamite Shire website.
Thanks, Teresa. That's good to know. Barb, what should my child wear? Is there a uniform at the kindergartens?
Individual services do offer clothing with a logo on them for you to purchase, but it's not compulsory. Children should wear clothing that allows them the freedom to play and not to be anxious about getting dirty, wet, or paint on them. Clothing should have an all-weather approach to play. They need hats, coats, and boots packed into their bags. We often have every season in a day and spend extended periods of time outside. All kindergartens are SunSmart approved, and this policy is also available on the website for you to read. Children will need to have broad-brimmed hats and wear clothing that covers their shoulders. Sunscreen is provided at kinder, but if your child has a specific need with sunscreen, please bring it along. It is also great if children have sunscreen on and ready to go outside on arrival.
Thanks, Barb. That's good preparation for starting the day. Sarah, does my child need to be able to write their name, count, or use scissors?
Parents are often keen to want their children to learn to write their name or learn the alphabet and socialise. Your child has come to Kinder to learn how to use these tools and develop their skills. We will show them the correct way to hold a pencil and cut with scissors. Children will gain experience with counting and the alphabet. Every child learns at their own pace. Development. If your child shows an interest in this type of learning, then we will help them.
Sally, what are some important skills children can be developing now before they start Kinder?
Some things that you can be doing at home with your children now include listening to a story, beginning to take part in a conversation, extending from one-word answers with open-ended questions, practicing good manners, how to ask for help, and follow simple 1 or 2 step instructions. These are skills that will be nurtured and enhanced within the kindergarten environment through all the interactions. Group times and play experiences that are set up and will help teach these skills intentionally. But child-initiated play will also teach these skills with the support of the educators. Most importantly, read books and tell stories to your child. Have conversations and show them the world, the sunset, stars, cows in the paddock, signs showing the way to the towns that you visit.
Thanks, Sally. Lorraine, what if my child has a problem with their speech? Should they come to Kinder?
Absolutely, yes, come to Kinder. During the Kinder year, they'll learn and be surrounded by lots of language and skills will only develop in this environment. We would ask about speech therapy and current communication skills, and we may need to put some things in place to help.
Teresa, how important is partnership, the importance of sharing information and concerns?
We'll be sending home an information sheet so that you can share information about your child and family with us, asking about individualised information about your child so that we can get a better understanding of who they are. This will programming and help us to get to know and support your child. It's also important to keep us up to date with any changes in the information provided.
Thank you. Barb, what if I have concerns about my child's development?
Communication between the educators and families is one of the most important partnerships that happens during the Kinder year. Open and honest communication is what will make this partnership thrive, and then the best outcomes will happen for your child. Please bring any concerns, issues, or incidents directly to the teachers so that it can be supported within a timely manner. Collaboration between any specialists and the children environment will also enhance the efforts that are already in place. Please make the teachers aware if there are any behaviour management plans or specialists in place for supporting your child. In consultation with families, we would refer to specialists if we identified any developmental areas of support. Behaviour or medical plans can be supported, including applications for additional educators.
Sarah, how can I gain a greater understanding about my child's pathway to learning, for example, reading and writing?
The learning programs will always be available to families, and as the year progresses, you will see your children's learning and skills develop as they interact with the activities, explore provocations, and discover through information sharing. There will be some amazing and wonderful creations that your child will bring home, but it will be the process of this experience that will give significant focus to.
Thanks, Sarah. Sally, would you like to add anything to this?
As an education and care community, we encourage an awareness of environmental responsibilities and implement practices that contribute to a sustainable future. Children can be supported to become environmentally responsible and show respect for the environment. Environmentally sustainable practices are embedded into the kindergarten programs and involve educators, children and families in order to be successful.
Lorraine, would you like to add what else informs your decision making?
Yeah, sure. The kindergartens are guided by the approved early learning frameworks, the Victorian Early Years Learning Development Framework and the National Early Years Learning Framework and the National Framework. The learning outcome of community focuses on the child as a social being in the context of the family and as a member of the kindergarten community and the wider community. The children will develop a sense of belonging to the kindergarten community and develop understanding of the reciprocal rights and responsibilities necessary for active civic participation.
It's important. Teresa, what's the vision for those first few days in 2021?
Well, during 2020, we've had many changes to the operation and access to kindergartens due to the COVID-19 restrictions. We're really hoping that by 2021, we'll be able to return to welcoming families back through our doors to be that significant support person for the orientation of their children. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Teresa. And I'd like to thank all the educators that have taken part in the panel today, and extend thank you to the teachers and co-educators that contributed to today's content as well. There'll be further information going out to families regarding orientation sessions. Any other questions, please don't hesitate to call the kindergartens directly or the Family and Children's Services Coordination staff. An information booklet is available on the council website, and the Family and Children's Services Facebook page, like we've already mentioned, has up-to-date posts for families. We hope that this has been really helpful for you and your child. You can meet all our teachers and co-educators and see the wonderful facilities we have at each setting with our virtual tours on the council website. And thanks so much, everybody, and goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.